Okay, welcome back. While you were gone, I added a few things, touched a few things up. So just want to quickly get you up to speed on that. Um, I'll run it really quick, but in the Splash View controller, I decided to hide the navigation bar um, after it appears. So this is why I typed in void view will appear. That's a method you can hook into that will get called every time the view is going to appear. So I just did that. And I also tapped into, by default, the navigation controller. So every view controller has a navigation controller property, um, which you can access just by typing self.navigationcontroller. And that'll give you access to that navigation bar I was showing you. And you can just simply toggle the hidden property. So it's simple enough. In the Splash View controller, view will appear, I hide it. When it disappears, I show it. So I set the hidden to no. So you can see it's not here. When I go here, I want to show it so I can give them ability to go back. The other thing I did was just touch up these fields. I gave all of them placeholder text, which you can do in the attributes inspector. Just right here, email, username, and password, and made the button look a little nicer. The last thing I did was added a little validation on the submit action. You can see before we just had sign up params and we created them right here. But I put this inside an if statement. So I wanted to check if the email text length is greater than 0 and the password text length is greater than 0 and the username field is greater than 0. So that just means that there's text in all three of those fields, and if so, then I'll go through with creating that dictionary. If not, I want to let the user know that, look, dude, you got to fill out all these fields so we can get you signed up with a real account. Not having all the fields signed out could lead to crashes, bad data, just something you don't want to mess with. So yeah, this is a pretty lackadaisical check. Normally, you'd probably want to do password greater than 7, maybe with special characters, and also validate the email field. But for simplicity, we're just going to make sure there's stuff there. And then, yeah, to show the alert, I'm going to use UI alert controller. So I'll actually just type it out real quick to give you a quick demo. It's default to iOS, so you can just do alert view controller, UI alert controller with title. This will be the title of the controller. So I did oops. The message, please make sure you fill out all fields. And preferred style, there's really two styles, alert and action sheet. If you're a pretty serious iOS user, you will recognize both of these. The action sheet's what pops up from the bottom. The alert is what pops up right in the middle. So alert. So there, I created it. And in order to add actions, you just do UI alert action, confirmation action, and then you do action with title, default, no. Then you add that action to the controller and just present it. So that's what I did there, and I'll show you what that controller actually looks like. And these are super handy. You'll use these in a lot of spots just to communicate with the user and give them feedback. So let's say, all right, test email, test@email.com, but I don't fill out these. Oops, please make sure all the fields are filled out. So it's doing the job again. But if I have every field filled out, we'll actually get into here and we'll be able to submit.